Discord is one of the most important channels for content creators to manage their communities. And with 900 million messages sent per day, it might be interesting to automatically reply to those messages by using a Discord chatbot. Hi, I'm John from Chatbot, and in this video I will show you how you can create your own Discord chatbot without writing a single line of code, and how you can add that chatbot to your Discord server so that you can automatically reply to messages in your Discord channels. Let's dive in. So the first thing that we need to do is create our Xenioo account. So I will just go to Xenioo, and I will also add this link in the description. And Xenioo is the chatbot builder that I'm going to use for this tutorial. And the best part about Xenioo is that it is an omni-channel chatbot platform. And this means that you can create one chatbot using their flow builder, and then you can publish it on more than 10 channels. Think about Discord, WhatsApp, Facebook, your website, Instagram, you name it. And that's really the best part. So what you need to do is just click on sign up, and then you can create your own free account. And this account will stay free up to 500 messages a month. But I already have an account, so I will just click on sign in. And then we'll sign in with the right account. And here you see immediately an overview of all the chatbots that you created with Xenioo. So what you can do now is just click on create new bot, and then Xenioo automatically creates a kind of a sample bot for you. And let's say we are a content creator about games, and we have shared a gaming cheat sheet, and we're going live every Tuesday. Then if someone is asking in our Discord channel, can I have the cheat sheet and when are you going live? We want to automatically respond to that. So let's start with the cheat sheet. What we can do is just click on this plus here, and this will add a new behavior. And a behavior is the same thing as a flow. So this is what it is called in Xenioo. So we can click on add new behavior, then click on yes. And then Xenioo will create a new flow for you. Then we click on the settings of the flow here, and then we give it a good name. So in this case, we will name it Gaming Cheat Sheet, and then click on Save. And clicking Save is pretty important in Xenioo, because, for example, if I go back and I type something after it, and then I go away, what then happens is that it is not saved. It still is Gaming Cheat Sheet. And this is all true for all Xenioo elements. So if you make a change in Xenioo, always hit save. They don't have some kind of autosave in their system, so make sure that you do that every time. We created the gaming cheat sheet flow, and we will keep this one pretty simple. We will just tell them, okay, here's your cheat sheet, and then we will give them a file. So in this start interaction, and interaction is kind of a block in Xenioo, we already have a text. So we can edit the text and just say, here is your gaming cheat sheet. And then again, hit save. And then what we need to add now is a file that they can download. So we will click on this tools icon here, and then click on add new action. And then you need to look for file download, which you can find under content. And then you can just upload a file from a URL. So for example, if it's already on your website, you can just use that URL, or you can upload it to the Xenioo storage, and then you can just use a file from your computer. So I will just use a file from my computer, and then I'm looking for a PDF. So here's an example PDF, and then we can also give it a friendly name. So in this case, we will call this Gaming Cheat Sheet, and then we're going to hit save. So what this will do is this flow will say, here is your gaming cheat sheet, and then it will give a certain file. And in this case, just an example file, but in your case, it will be your gaming cheat sheet. But this really doesn't do anything. We don't reply to anything. So if we want to reply to a certain keyword, for example, gaming cheat sheet, then we need to set up a global bot operation. So what you can do is you can click here, click on View Global Bot Operation, and then we can add a bot operation, which will be the text parse. So when you click on it, then you scroll down, And here we have the control expression. So the control expression is really the keyword that you want to reply to. So in our example, it will be gaming cheat sheet. And what's also pretty important is that you can also automatically reply to multiple keywords. So in our case, for example, we can also reply to only gaming or to only cheat sheet. And what we type here is a kind of OR. So what this means, and I will try to zoom in, but yes, that's possible. So what this will do is an OR statement. So what it says is Xenioo will be looking for or gaming cheat sheet, or gaming, or cheat sheet. And if one of those matches, then we can respond with the flow we just created. So the target variable here doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I always set it to last user message, which is just a standard variable in Xenioo. And we will set the behavior to gaming cheat sheet. Oh, and as you can see, it automatically auto-saved. So maybe this is something Xenioo just added, but in general, again, I would recommend to save everything because I've spent maybe hours on fixing stuff that I didn't save. So the gaming cheat sheet, that's the behavior, and the interaction will be the start interaction, so that's this element. And then you can just click on save. And what is really good about Xenioo is that you can already test this out. So what you can do is just click on preview your bot and then click on start preview, and then you can see what this flow does. So in this case, here's your gaming cheat sheet and download the file. But now if we type in gaming cheat sheet, you will also see that this flow triggers for this keyword. And again, for example, for gaming it triggers, and also for cheat sheet is also triggers. So that's working correctly. But again, this is pretty simple. Let's make it a bit harder now. So as I told you before, we also want to reply when someone is asking when we are going live. We need to create a flow for that. So what we can do is just click on add new behavior, click on yes, then click on the settings, and we will call this live, and then click on save. And what we're going to do now is copy our start interaction. So you can just click on this icon and then click on clone. So we have two of the same interactions, and we copied this because we need it later. And the first thing that we're going to do is we want to check whether the user is inside a public channel or whether the user is in a private chat. Because if the user's inside a public channel, we can just say we're going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. But if they ask it in a private chat, we can also ask if they want to get a reminder in their email inbox when we go live. And then you can send that email, for example, to your email marketing software and send them marketing emails and reminders when you're actually going live. So we are going to first check whether someone is in a public channel. So what you can do is just click on this icon, click on add new action, and then under flow, we need to scroll down and look for the variable conditional switch. And we will check for the variable name last user. And this is also a system variable in Xenioo, meaning that Xenioo already has this variable. You don't need to create it yourself. And what we want to check it on is the control value. And the control value in this case is general. So this is in the case that you just have one general channel, and this channel is also called general. So if it's the case that you, for example, have multiple public channels, for example, one random and one named general and one named public, then you need to create 3 variable switches. But what we then can do is we can add an operation, which will be under flow, and this will be the go to bot interaction. And we want to send them, if this condition is true, we want to send them to another block, which is the copy we made before. That's why we needed to copy it. And then we click on save. So again, what this does is it checks if the user is in the general channel. And when the user is in the general channel, then we will send them this message. So first we will remove this text because we don't need it. And then we're going to set a text here, and this will be the public reply. So if someone asks, when are we going live in the general channel, then we can say, we are going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. If you want to get a reminder in your email inbox, please send me a message in a private chat. And then we'll hit save. And again, if you have multiple public channels inside your Discord server, you need to create this variable conditional switch for every public channel that you have. But what if someone is inside a private chat and not in the public channel? Then we can ask for the email of the user. So what we then do is we add a new action here, which will be a text. And then we say, we are going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Would you like to get a reminder in your email inbox? And then we can say, just simply reply with yes or no. And then we can add a nice icon and click save. And what we then need to do is add two options, an option for yes and an option for no. So again, click on add new action and hit the quick reply button. And we will set the button title to yes and the text expression also to yes. And what the text expression does is that it checks for specific expressions. So in this case, it will check for yes. And if someone replies with yes to this message, then it will go to a specific flow. But we haven't created the flow yet, so what we will do for now is we will send it to the same interaction. And we will just add two new interactions. So what we can do is click on this puzzle icon and do it again. And then we have two new interactions. And for the future, I already know, create another one, which we will put here. We need it in the future, believe me. So the yes is triggering when someone says yes, and we will send it to bot interaction 2. And what we also can do is just clone this button. So if you click on clone, then it will automatically add another one, and then we will set the button title to no, the trigger text expression to no, and we will send it to the third bot interaction. So that's it. So we'll ask, would you like to get a reminder? And if someone says yes, then it will go to this block. And if someone says no, it will go to this block. Also, know that these are not displayed as buttons in Discord. And this is not something due to Xenioo. This is because of Discord itself. They don't provide buttons in their chat, so we can use that. And that's why we are using the trigger text expression, so that if someone says yes, we are going to reply with that. And again, we can use the or here. So we can use this element and then we can say yeah, and then it will also trigger for yeah. So if someone says yes, we can say, awesome, what is your email? And then we'll add another action. So again, click on add new action, then click on input, and then scroll down until you see email address input. And what the email address input does is that it waits on input from the user, and when the user has said something, then it will check whether it's an email. And if it's not an email, then it will say, sorry, this does not look like an email. But when it is an email, then we can send them to the bot interaction 4, and then we can click save, and then we will just thank them when they gave their email. Then we'll say, thank you. We will send you a reminder once we go live. And again, we can add a nice icon and click save. And in the case, if someone is saying no, then we say, no worries, it's not for everyone. And again, a nice icon, and hit save. So conclusively, what does this flow do? It's pretty simple. We check whether someone is in a public channel. If they are in a public channel, then we will send this message. If they are in a private chat, we will send, would you like to get a reminder in your inbox? If they say no, then we say, no worries, it's not for everyone. If they say yes, then we ask, okay, what is your email? And then they need to fill in their email. And when they fill in a correct email, then we will thank them. But again, this does not reply to anything. So we need to create another global bot operation. So again, click here, then click on Add Bot Operation, choose the text parse, scroll down, and then the control expression will be live, and the target variable will be last user message, and we'll set the behavior to live and the interaction to start interaction, and then we can hit save at the top. But before we are going to connect it to Discord, we need to delete every fallback interaction from our flows. And I will explain why we need to do that. The fallback interaction is something that triggers when the chatbot doesn't understand a question. And we are going to add this chatbot to our own Discord server. And in a Discord server, people are saying random things. So for example, when someone says a random thing in your Discord server or in your Discord channel, and your chatbot doesn't understand it, then normally the fallback interaction would be sent. But this would mean that your fallback interaction would be sent almost on every message. And that's not something that we want. So to avoid this, just go to the fallback interaction and delete the text message there. That's all you need to do. But you need to do it for every flow. So gaming cheat sheet, also again, remove the fallback interaction. And then our main bot behavior, which is like the default flow that's added by Xenioo, also remove it there. So now it's time to connect our chatbot to Discord. So just click on publish, and then here in the middle you see Discord. So then you need to click on settings, and then you can see that we need an authorization token. And in order to get that, we need to go to the Discord developer portal. So just add a new tab and then search for Discord developer portal, and then click here. And I'm already logged in, but otherwise you need to log in to Discord, and then click on applications and click on new application. And you can give it a name. So in my case, I would just call it Chatamize Chatbot and click on create. But this is just a simple application. It's not a bot yet. So in order to make a bot out of this, you need to click on bot and then click on add bot, click on yes, do it. And now it's a bot. So we can copy this token, and the token that we copied, we need to paste that here, and then click on save, and then click on publish. And now our chatbot is connected to Discord. But before you can talk to your chatbot, you first need to add it to your Discord server. So we need to go back to the developer portal, then click on authorization, and then click on the URL generator. Then we need to check bot, and then we need to add some general permissions. So what I will add is manage roles, manage channels, ban members, read messages and view channels. I will also add the send messages, the embed links, and the attach files. And these are all the permissions that we need, and this is enough to have a good chatbot in your Discord server. So then we can click on copy, and then I can paste that URL here, and then it will ask if we want to add this chatbot to our Discord server. So we're going to select a server, so I only have one, then click on continue. Then we need to give permission for all the permissions that we want, so we authorize. Then we need to confirm that we're a human. And that's it. Now our chatbot is added to our Discord server. So when I go to Discord, you will automatically see that the chatbot is saying the start interaction. So if you want to avoid this, what you simply need to do is remove all this text. That's the only thing you need to do to avoid this thing, but I really don't care about it, so that's okay. And now, for example, if I say live in my Discord channel, then it says we're going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. And for example, when I say gaming cheat sheet, then it says here is your gaming cheat sheet, and then it's sending some random file I just created. But how can we have a private chat with our chatbot? Then we need to click on home, and then we can say Chatomize chatbot, and then we can say live again. And then it says we're going live every Tuesday. Would you like to get a reminder? Then we say yes. Then they ask what is the email. So now we'll just type in some nonsense to show you that it checks on whether it's a valid email. Sorry, it does not look like an email. So then I will just type in info@chatomize.com. And then it says thank you. We will send you a reminder once we go live. And that's it. That's how you create your own Discord chatbot without writing a single line of code and add it to your own Discord server. If you have any questions on how you can use chatbots and Discord together, please let me know in the comments and I will reply as soon as possible. If you want more videos on how you can use chatbots in your marketing, please subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't done this yet, also click the like button below.